Heyo. Vulnerability, I honestly don't even know where to begin. It is arguably one of the most important aspects of life when it comes to living a genuine life and having a life that you're gonna enjoy. You see, being vulnerable kind of has a negative connotation to it because when people think about it, they think like imminent danger, I'm in trouble. But when you are vulnerable, you are essentially being your true self. You are having full emotional expression. I wrote down some notes, give me a second. Oh God, wow. Emotional freedom, true self-expression, a more genuine life. You're gonna attract people that are the same. You're gonna learn your energy. You're gonna rapid growth. Let's cover those real quick. So emotional freedom. Let's see this. When you're being vulnerable, you're essentially being your true self, which means that you are allowing yourself to express whatever you want. Normally people hide the things that they like about themselves. There's hobbies, their little quirks, their little things that they do when they're alone, because they're afraid that if they do that out in public, they're gonna be made fun of, they're gonna be shunned, because at some point in their life, that's what happened. They were told or shown that it is not okay to be themselves. That is absolutely the most false thing on the planet. Be yourself, okay? And true self-expression is beautiful. You can spot someone who's being themselves from a mile away. Because let's face it, people like to copy other people. You can see, oh man. You ever just walk into a room and see multiple different people with, they all look different, but it's the same energy? Yeah, that's not being vulnerable. That's hiding behind something because they think that who they are ain't gonna cut it. But here's the thing, when you start to become vulnerable, you're gonna scrape your knee a few times, it's gonna hurt, but you're gonna start bouncing back. And as you start bouncing back and you just keep going, you're gonna start attracting people in your life who are also living vulnerably. Vulnerably? There we go. And the beauty about this is that people like that understand how much it hurts when you hurt someone that's being vulnerable and they're just trying to be themselves. So there's going to be this mutual respect to where you guys don't hurt each other, and you're going to form a very, very strong support system between each other. And soon you might even find yourself in a group of people just being vulnerable, being themselves. And an open-minded community like that is extremely healthy for personal development, spiritual development, emotional development, all types of development. And this is when you can expect rapid growth, because someone who is themselves isn't going through certain obstacles. You're essentially taking the straight path when it comes to becoming what you should be or doing what you want to do. Because when you have to hide your intentions to not make someone upset, it makes things a lot more complicated. You have to watch what you say. You have to watch your actions. It's like you're living on eggshells, and that's not very fun. Another part about this is you're gonna learn your own energy, because now that you have full emotional expression, you're gonna really start experiencing things that you haven't experienced before. Because normally when you're hiding behind, a facade, you're gonna be living a very constant life. You're gonna be attracting the same things all the time, doing the same thing all the time, because you have limits. Full emotional expression, full just self-expression doesn't have limits. You essentially become limitless, and you start dreaming a lot bigger. You start doing a lot more things, and again, you're gonna start learning your energy. You're gonna start learning your desires, what you actually like, not things that you started to like because of that facade that you put on before. And this is very fun, at least to me. Because then it's like playtime, but it's like playtime with you. You're like your own playground, and that's kind of tight. I don't know, it's just me. But the best part about it is, spiritually speaking, you are living in your heart space. Whoa. And if you've heard about the heart space before, you understand this arguably the most powerful place to be. The heart space is your heart chakra, that sacred space. I've had experiences with the heart space before. I remember the very first time I heard it, it's like there is a vibration that it has. And the first time I experienced that vibration, I bawled my freaking eyes out because it was so beautiful, it was so pure. And there have been times where I learned how to activate the heart space through channeling. Right there, you can learn how to do it too. And I had a friend she came to me and she was very, very upset. And I activated that heart space vibration, and she was leaning onto me, and she just got up and was like, fine. She was better. completely cured, but she was much more calm, energetically and emotionally than she was before. So to really unlock the, I guess, abilities of the heart space and the full benefit is you need to be vulnerable, because that's what it is. It's like being a little kid. Little kids are completely vulnerable emotionally because they're just being themselves. They don't see a reason to hide until, they get beat down. But then that's the whole journey of coming back home to your heart. And with that, my name's JC. Peace.